In the remote village of Kusumpur, there is a very strict rule the locals live by. The moment the sun sets, absolute silence falls over the fields, and people lock themselves indoors. Because lately, those who stay out after dark vanish. The only evidence left behind of these missing villagers is found the next morning. There are no signs of a struggle and no tracks leading away. There is only a charred, human-sized black scorch mark burned directly into the cracked earth. Enter Virendra. He's a city dweller who recently lost his father, and he is returning to this exact village for one specific, mundane reason: to finalize the paperwork for his ancestral property. While the village is functionally paralyzed by fear, Virendra steps out with his father's property deeds in hand, looking for officials to sign off on a plot of land that is effectively a graveyard. He is approaching a metaphysical crisis as if it were a standard real estate transaction. The environment tries to warn him almost immediately. The auto rickshaw driver who brings him to the village refuses to stick around, fleeing the moment they arrive. The main square is completely deserted, and the local dogs are howling at empty spaces. Confronted with an abnormal, deeply unsettling situation, the human brain instinctively searches for something familiar to anchor itself. Virendra needs a way to rationalize the isolation around him. He finds that anchor at a dilapidated house nearby. There stands Manjari, a childhood friend. She is living alone in the decaying structure, and for Virendra, she instantly becomes an emotional safety net. When he asks about the empty streets, she calmly mentions the nightly disappearances and the strange scorch marks. But she listens patiently as he laughs it off as local superstition. By validating his skepticism, she lowers his guard. A truly effective trap doesn't overwhelm the victim with immediate terror. It provides them with just enough comfort and familiar faces to make them feel secure, right up until the jaws lock shut. Once night fully sets in, that false sense of security evaporates. Virendra finds himself isolated inside his old ancestral home, and the village outside goes completely dead. Then the sensory attacks begin. He watches strange, unnatural shadows sweep across the fogged glass of his windows. From behind the thick walls of the house, he hears disembodied voices distinctly whispering his own name. The rationalism he arrived with starts to fracture. You can't logic away voices inside an empty house. Within hours, his skepticism is replaced by severe paranoia. He survives the night, but he is terrified. The following morning, driven by a desperate need to